Hi guys, it's Rika here and welcome to another video. And if you're new here, my name is Rika, like I just said, and I do a lot of activewear reviews because I like to wear a lot of activewear. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, just subscribe to my channel, and for all of you, just like my videos, leave some comments down below if you have any questions, suggestions, whatever. But let's get into today's video. Yes, I'm really trying to be more concise, faster with my reviews, but still not leaving, I don't want to leave any information out. But yeah, let's dive into this. Today, again, a Gymshark review. I know I've done a lot of these recently, but apparently Gymshark just has brought out some stuff that I was interested in trying. And of course, when they announced the new Whitney Simmons collection, I was like, okay, yes, I can get behind that, because actually, basically my favorite Gymshark leggings that I've had to this date so far were the Whitney Simmons high-rise leggings from the last year's launch. So I've had these in this nice Amazon green, I think it was. They're just simple, but I like this kind of more brushed fabric. They've pulled a little bit now after wearing them a little. I don't know if you can see it, but it's definitely, there's a little bit of pilling in some spots, but it's not that obvious. And yeah, I just like these a lot. So I was of course excited that they brought these kind of back, just with a few changes. So of course I have the new high-rise leggings. I also tried out the mesh leggings because they looked interesting, and I like the yellow pollen color, so this color. So we have those two. But yeah, my favorite of course had to be the eucalyptus. So just to see, for you to see the comparison, this is more of a green gray. This is the eucalyptus. This is the Amazon green from last year. So this, I guess, is more of a basic color, but it still has this green, hue to it. So still like it. Yes, and we have both the sports bras and both of the leggings that launched. So yeah. I didn't get any shorts this time because I didn't like the length on the biker shorts because they were a little long for me, and the mesh shorts were a little short, and I heard people talk about rolling there. So, if they roll on other people, they definitely roll on me, and I don't want that, so I didn't get those. But let's dive into the review. And I'll start with the sports bras. So I did get the Whitney mesh sports bra, and I did get the crop tank. Let's start with the crop tank. So this one I also got in the eucalyptus green to go with the leggings, because unfortunately they didn't have the mesh bra in this eucalyptus green. And we can see it's more really like a longer cropped length top with a nice low V-cut in the front. We have cup pads in here that you can take out, and actually the cup pad opening is quite big. I don't know if you can see it, but it's quite sizable, so it's gonna be easier to take them out. Yeah, it's really hard to show. Yes, and then we have the some labels, or some labels. We have the metal logo down here in the front, and I'm really not sure about having the logo in the front, but whatever. This is what they did for this one, especially if it's in the middle. If it's on the side maybe, but in the middle and the front, it's just confusing for me, because every time I see something like that, I feel like, oh, this must be the back, surely, but it's not. So yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that. Then we have some seams around the logo here to kind of bring in the waist a little, I guess. And then we have the racer back here with the thinner mesh, but it's not really mesh. It's more of a sports, like a one of these breathable sports t-shirts or something, like that kind of fabric. So it is a little mesh. It's a little see-through, but it's not mesh. So I would have, if this was mesh, I would have expected a little bit different. So like I said, for me this is more of one of these high performance t-shirt materials. So very thin, very breathable in the back here, and it is super stretchy and slightly brushed. I hope you can see it. And I actually sized down on this to an extra small, because I heard a lot of people in the initial review saying that you could size down in it. So I just went ahead and did that, and we'll see how that fits. So yeah, let's just see it on. Alright, crop tank it is. So this has a really low V-cut, but it's if you have more boobs, then you might get a bigger cleavage than I do. So yeah, for me everything is still kind of tugged in. I definitely wouldn't say that this is high support, but also you have you know, nothing is gonna pop out here at least. And yes, it's nice to have the cup pads. And like you could see, I don't know if you can see, but there's like a teeny tiny Gymshark logo here, up here as well. So you just have to take my word for it, I guess. But yeah, you can see the logo in the front. Yeah, I'm really not sure. Like, I think it works when you have the logo in the mesh leggings in the front as well, but it still looks kind of weird, you know. So I'm really not sure about that, how I like that placement. Yes, but otherwise we have that seam here. We have a seam coming in here, so kind of like nice and accentuating like your waist. Yeah, I'm really happy I got the extra small. It feels like good. I still have some space, you know. Like, I wouldn't say I could have gone down to an extra small, but the extra small might have just been a tiny bit too tight, you know? Not super tight, I wouldn't have been able to get it on tight, kind of. But yeah, I mean, the extra small fits fine for me, so I would really say just size down in general, and it doesn't matter if you're in between or not, just size down. Yes. But yeah, nice low V cut here. And then in the bag, you see we just have this nice racer bag. Like, simple. Like, for me, always racer bags are a little bit too simple, kind of, but it's fine because we have something going on in the front. And it's also a little bit shorter in the back here. But yeah, the mesh is soft. It doesn't feel like scratchy or anything. And I mean, it's just a cute tank that you can pair with, you know, different colors, I think, even. Yeah, it's a very long crop tank. Like, this is where my belly button is, so it's kind of like very long. Because I'm not short, you know, so, and you can barely see any skin between the high-rise leggings and the crop tank now. Alright, onto the Whitney mesh sports bra. So I got this one in 2 colors because I felt like this ivory kind of like creamy white would also work well with the eucalyptus, you know. And I mean, in general, this works with a lot of colors, is what I thought, and I got it in this pollen yellow to go with the mesh leggings that I got as well. So this is more of like a pastel yellow, but it, like, I have to say, like, when I unpacked it, it seemed a little bit different than what I had expected it to look like in other people's videos. So I'm, like, it kind of seems to be a hard color to capture on camera, just so you know. But yeah, so basically with this one, you have cup pad holes, I believe, and basically, like, because you need, like, there's no cup pads in there, and yeah, here are the cup pad holes. They're not really like super visible if you don't know they're there, like, so they're kind of up here. So because some people were like, oh, you can't see anything through because it's double layered, because we have this like layer of fabric on top here. Hold on, I'm just gonna hold it like this again. So layer of fabric, and then you have this mesh layer, but like you can absolutely see nippage, like, so much. So for the try on videos, I will definitely be putting in some cup pads, because, you know, I don't need to show everything to the world. And otherwise, I really like this design when I saw it on people. So we'll see if I like this on myself as well. We again have the logo here in the front, and then like some meshy situation here underneath, like I said, but still, like, you have more coverage on this underneath layer around the nipple area. So basically, it's hard to show. There's mesh here, and then it's a bit more thicker fabric where your boobs are. So, like, it's a cute design, because, like, she stirred away from her the thing that she had last time with, right, just a simple front, and then we had this ring in the back. So now the front is a little more interesting, and if we turn it around, we again have a racer back, like, just with a crop tank, and again this like more like meshy or like thin material situation here. That's definitely a little bit see-through. With this one I stuck with my size small, and I think that worked well. Also Gymshark logo on the back here, just very tiny, which I like, but yeah, Gymshark usually does it a little bit, you know, extreme in your face. And here for the yellow, you can see the difference a little bit more in mesh and the normal fabric, because the color is not different, but you can still clearly see that there is something happening. Yes, so like I said, when I will try them on, I will have cup pads in there, And yes, you will definitely otherwise be able to see some nipple situation things happening, so just be aware of that. But since they put, like, I like that they put you know, that they give you the hole so you can put cup pads in there, because I do like, I just would have preferred them to actually put the cup pads in, because you can always take them out. But so I usually wash my sports bras with the cup pads, and I've done this for years now and I didn't have a problem with that, so I usually don't take them out and put them back in. So like, it's a bit annoying that I basically have to take them from somewhere else, put them in there, and then also different brands have different sizes of cup pads, so they fit differently, so it's a bit annoying they didn't put them initially in there when you buy them. So I don't see why not, you know, especially because with the crop tank they had cup pads in, so why not just put them in there and people can take them out if they want to. But yeah, let's see them on. Alright, mesh bra. Turns out putting the cup pads in here is a little more difficult than I thought it was. So I took the cup pads out of the crop bra because I was like, okay, they're gonna fit, right, because it's the same brand, so I'm just gonna take those. But then, yeah, they were just black, so, you know, didn't work so well. Because also the interesting thing is the cup pads don't go into the lower layer here, but they do go in the top layer. So I do have the cup pad in the top layer, and then of course, since there's only one layer of white fabric, the black is definitely going to show through. And in fact, so now I took some skin colored ones, and I think you can still kind of see them. It's unfortunate they go into the top layer, because it's more obvious that way with the where they are. If they had gone into the lower layer, might have been better. So I don't know. If you put them in between, that's also not gonna work, so maybe you actually have to put them right where your boob is and then just hope for the best. I don't know. So that's a bit unfortunate. Yes, because it would have been nice to have them here. Then you have another layer on top that makes the cup pads less obvious. Yes, but this is what we're dealing with. So if you don't mind your nippage thing happening, then I think that's better for this bra. But yeah, unfortunately I don't like to do that, so I'll just wear the cup pads with it. And then you can, yeah, we talked about this. There's this double layer situation going on, some mesh, some normal fabric, and we have this twisty thing in the top. And like I said, this is where your cup pads go if you put them in the hole up top that I showed you. And yeah, this is not a true white. This is more of like a bleached white. So here's the, like another white bra. So it is the tiniest difference in color. This is more cream. This is a little more white. But yes, we have, I mean, a lower scoop neck situation, but like nothing is going to, like, you know, fall out or anything. You're in here. It's not super jiggle proof, so it's definitely more for light support. And then yeah, what I think is a bit weird is also like this kind of, you know, comes out. It's not like as in here, so maybe it would have been nicer actually for me to size down. I'm not sure. Like, I feel like there's a lot of space, but it's okay. And I can also, like, underneath my arms, I wouldn't want any less, you know, space basically, because I can kind of feel there's some seams back here. I can kind of feel them like digging in a little or scratching, because they're not really soft. They don't really have soft edges. So just be aware of that if you're a bit sensitive in that area. Like, you will feel it. Like, there's something is really like scratchy here, seam wise, just so you know. And yes, we do have the nice mesh back again. And yeah, I mean, I think the gold looks kind of elegant with the white. It also did look elegant with the black, so I was not sure which color I wanted to choose. But I went with white, or unbleached, as they call this cream color. And yeah, I think it really works super well with the eucalyptus, but black would have also worked, just saying. Alright, here's the pollen set. So both logo and the front now. Like I said, I don't know how I feel about it. But yeah, here's the yellow sports bra. Again, I put the cup pads in. Of course, now that it's yellow, it's not as obvious anymore that, you know, they're in the top layer, but you can still kind of see the outlines of them. And I guess you kind of have to just adjust how to put them there, or how they you know, like, kind of are in there. But yeah, otherwise we have the same situation here with this bra. Floor front, we have the mesh situation, we have this twist here, and then in the back, just the mesh with the racer back. Alright, onto the Whitney Simmons high-rise leggings. Like I said, I got this in the eucalyptus color. We have some changes compared to the high-rise leggings from last year, but a lot of similarities. And what I found really difficult is like a lot of people were like, oh, you can size down these because the material is so stretchy, but last year I remembered I sized up to a medium. So I stuck with a medium. I feel like I could have gone down in size, but then I also heard other people like be like, oh no, I feel like I could have gone up in size. And I'm like, no, I think, but I also liked my leggings to feel like compressive, you know, I want to be hugged in tight. So I don't know if that makes a difference, maybe. But yeah, so let's get into this for now. We have the metal logo here on the side. So the other leggings have it right in the front and the middle. We have this like, this, you know, double seam here detailing. And we also had that last year. And then we have just some nice V glue contouring and this scrunch here. So this is a scrunch like you have in like this like anti-cellulite leggings, for example, where you have like this on the inside and actually like it's very stretchy and it moves with you. So if I have a booty scrunch, I really prefer this kind of scrunch because it's not tight and you don't really feel it when you move. Yes, otherwise they have like this crotch gusset here. We don't have a front seam, but yeah, it's just nice glute action back here. It's not really a top seam, but there's a seam here at the top. So I'm not sure if that does anything for holding it up a little more or not. The old ones also had it, so it's nothing new. But the old ones also was the same like detailing here. We had this rubber logo instead, and then there was like this ventilation holes that they got rid of. I mean, I don't think they did a lot, so it's fine with me. And otherwise you can see that the scrunch is a little bit more stretched out with these ones because I've worn them a little more. Yeah, so you can also see it's not as scrunched up anymore in a not wear position, but it's still like stretchy here. So it's gonna do that. It's gonna stretch out a bit. Also, this one had this It's a Beautiful Day to Be Alive on the inside in rubber. It's really hard to see because it's the same color. And I don't think this one, oh no, it does, see? It's just like the small details that you don't even see if you don't look for them, basically. Yes, I'm not too sure if I'm very happy with the stitching job back here. Like, it looks a little, well, you know, a little weird, but whatever, it's not that noticeable. Yeah, let's just try these on. Alright, onto the high-rise leggings. So I think I have a lot of space here. It's very stretchy, and that's why I think I could have definitely done a small, maybe would have even preferred this. I mean, it's all good. Like, I don't think they're gonna slide down too much, and of course with the medium there's a lot of space for my butt, you know, to fit in, but like still I like it more compressive than this. So I would say if you like it compressive, you could probably size down if you're in between. And, you know, if you like a little more of a, you know, more relaxed fit, then you can size up if you're in between. But I think both are possible. The only thing is just like you need to, this is a bit less stretchy, so this part with the seams, so you need to kind of wiggle that over your bum, you know. But it's fine, because this was actually not too much of a wiggle work. So yeah, we have the nice logo here on the side for this one. It's really simple in the front, and I kind of like that, but then in the back we have the, you know, the triangle situation here. We have the scrunch that you don't see when it's on, so it's just doing, you know, its job. And we do have the nice glute seams here, so it's just simple, but like yet kind of like elegant, effective, you know, just doing a good job. And then we have a 7/8 length, maybe a little bit shorter on me here, but you know, that's usually how it goes with leggings like this. And otherwise, yeah, I think they're soft, they're stretchy, they feel very lightweight. I'll just give you a quick look of the whole thing. So just a second. You can see it fully on. Yeah. Also, by the way, let me know if you like this, you know, me turning the camera down a little bit to get the better view of the full leggings. But yeah, and I think the eucalyptus is like a nice, it's a color, but it's kind of more muted, so it's more of a neutral and you compare this with a lot of other stuff. So yeah. Alright, onto the mesh leggings, our last piece for today. I got these in the pollen yellow because I was like, why not? Let's just try this out. Also light color. So we'll see how score proof it really is, right? So here we do have the logo right in the middle. I'm really not sure how much I like this. Also, like the waistband is not as thick as the other one from the high-rise leggings, where we had basically kind of like, because like you have this top and then you have this still a little bit, and here we just have the one seam. So I think the waistband situation is a little bit like, if you see this kind of, this is just the waistband here, and there we kind of, I would count this part still as the waistband, so we have that extra with the other ones. Yes, and then we have in the back like a lot of stitching happening. So we do have this glute V detail. We have the scrunch as before in the other leggings, and then there's some seams underneath your butt basically, and then we have the mesh detailing here and across your thigh there. So I was curious to see how it looks, and you know, I was sure I would probably prefer the high-rise leggings, and I think I do prefer the high-rise leggings, but I still wanted to see it on, especially since the yellow also did not come in the high-rise leggings. So yeah, I was just curious. I wanted to see. We have the Gymshark logo also here in the back, by the way. And yeah, I mean, let's just try them out. All right, it's time to talk about these mesh leggings. So I feel like I'm wearing seamless underwear, but I can still kind of see the details of it, and it is skin colored, and I'm not sure if I can already see it through in the front. But yeah, I mean, these are definitely not going to be squat proof, I can already tell you that. Yes, I'm not sure how much I like this color on me. We'll see. They're also very short, so they're even shorter than 7/8, so they're like a good, you know, 2-finger width shorter than the high-rise leggings, which I don't like, so it's because it's kind of like in between 7/8 and capri now, and I hate capris, so not a big fan of that. Yeah, I don't like that the waistband is just so short because you don't get any like lower tummy compression. And then I don't know, of course the lighter color is not going to, you know, be cellulite friendly at all, but I knew that when I got it. Yes, we do have the mesh here at the top. So, and while I feel like I have a lot of space in the waistband, like the waistband I would have preferred in a small, because I do not get any compression at all. Like I wouldn't have sized down because of the mesh detailing, because right now it's not cutting in at all. But I can feel it's there, you know? Like while I was trying it on, like that was definitely the tighter part to get on, but it's not cutting me in or anything. It's comfortable. It's just like I feel like if I had gone down to a small, it probably would have cut in a little bit into my thighs. But yeah, let's get to the back of this. So again, we have the booty scrunch here doing its work, but I really don't like that you have the seam that just starts here and then goes down like this. You know, it's kind of like, I don't know, like weird underwear lines, kind of. And then we have the seam underneath your butt that doesn't really do much, I think. And then we have the mesh. Like, why is this here? We have the mesh underneath. Just leave it at that, you know? So yeah, I'm not too sure if I like that. It's, but it is what it is. Yeah, like I said, no compression really in the waistband. To see the mesh better, I will again tilt the camera a little lower and you can see it fully. So here in the back we have the mesh going basically here across, and then it kind of comes here across your thigh, across the seam, and just ends a little lower on your thigh down here. But yeah, this is not where it starts on the other side, just so you know, it kind of ends here and then it ends up here. But yeah, I feel like this seam is kind of unnecessary, because especially, yeah, it even connects with the mesh, if you see what I mean. But yeah, this is kind of loose, like I can feel it, and yeah, I'm not sure about these. Yeah, definitely too short for my liking as well, so yeah. Alright, it's conclusion time. Yes, I was very underwhelmed with the mesh leggings. I don't think I liked the look of them, especially because the waistband was so short and then in the back was just too much happening. I don't know, like especially the glute seams. I know it's the same V that also happened at with the high-rise leggings, but with the straight across waistband and then having the V, it just looked weird, you know. So I preferred how they did it with the normal high-rise leggings when like both the actual waistband seam and the seam underneath was going into this V shape. Yeah, I preferred that. I mean, I liked the mesh detailing. Also, usually when leggings have mesh detailing, they kind of cut into my thighs. These ones did not, so I liked that part. But I just thought that there was too much going on in some places, and yeah, so maybe just the mesh would have been fine, and then maybe just the same detailing in the high-rise leggings. Basically take the high-rise leggings and then maybe add some mesh detailing. Would have been good. Yeah, and I really didn't like the whole like logo in the front thing. I don't know, like on the side it's fine, or like really just in the back, in the middle, all good, but like right in the front, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. Also, I'm not sure how much I like the yellow color on me personally. Like it's nice. I also think the yellow and the eucalyptus, by the way, would work well together, but it's not my favorite. Yeah, like all in all, I would stick with the basic pieces, so just the high-rise leggings basically. Like if I had to choose one piece, it would definitely be the high-rise leggings. And then with the bras, I think, I don't know if I have a favorite, if I like the crop tank more or the mesh bra, but I think they're nice. Yeah, I would definitely wear cup pads with a mesh bra though, so just be aware of that. And I mean, if you don't mind the nippage, then whatever, just go ahead and do it. I would definitely size down in the crop tank. I would stay true to size with a mesh bra. And the leggings, it kind of really depends on how you like your fit. Like I said, I think I would have liked to be able to try on the small and see if I would have preferred that. But the medium is fine. It's just like I like it a little more like, you know, hugged in kind of. Yeah, and I didn't like the mesh leggings that much. I wish they would have brought out the yellow and the high-rise leggings. The blue, by the way, too. The blue was also only in the mesh leggings, so. But well, we can wait for next year and see what's coming then, right? Otherwise, I think they're still stuck in some colors and pieces on the Gymshark website, so just go ahead and check that out if you like it. And yeah, if you have any questions, just let me down below if you want to, you know, discuss things, if you have any suggestions for new video content. Yeah, otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give me your thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Bye!